then personal, Richard moved into the basement, where he now works and sleeps. This morning, as I departed, I told him I couldn't live like this anymore. But what precisely I hope to achieve, I can't say for sure. I suppose I would have welcomed any sort of reaction, anger included. At least it might have moved us toward the next place, wherever that might have been. But my formerly dynamic, rabble-rousing, storm-chasing meteorologist husband has imploded on so many different, spectacularly painful levels that there is little left of him, or of us. He is like a star that has collapsed under its own gravity, a black hole, a closed presence that spends most of its time in space crafting copy for the newspaper's weather desk, staring at a bank of screens. Before slamming on my brakes, I had been singing along loudly to a catchy, infectiously upbeat song that included lyrics about a dog, sung, or rather hoarsely and charmingly croaked, by an oddly named band called Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah. In the song, the dogs have quit their barking. In my car, as it came to its abrupt stop, my dog's barking had just begun. Luna, my puppy, now barks and barks and barks. She stops for a moment, and then begins to bark again. In the rearview mirror, I glimpse something fluttering. An insect appears to have presented itself in the car. It flutters, it lurches from one window to the other, lurching back and forth madly, which I believe is what prompted the puppy to bark. As my foot continues to press hard on the brake, I wonder idly whether it is odd to have an insect trapped in the car in winter. I catch another glimpse and realize it is a moth. At this point, I feel a shift in my equilibrium, a minor, anxious jolt. To keep myself from thinking about the possibility of being stuck in a traffic jam on a 4-mile-long bridge nearly 200 feet over the largest estuary in the country, I try to focus on practical matters. If the traffic does not ease, I should tell my aunt and uncle that I'll be arriving later than planned. Also, I am low on kibble for the puppy and make a mental note to order more for overnight delivery as soon as I get to their house. Entirely unrelated, I need badly to find a new hairdresser and do something about my too long, nearly feral hair. I try to take a few deep breaths, the sort a yoga teacher might recommend, but my thoughts continue to boomerang toward the end of my metastable marriage, then toward this steel and concrete structure, plus the open water, plus the possible moth. The need to tend to logistics about my late arrival, or kibble, or my wild hair, does not detract from so much as compound my anxiety. This might or might not be a good place to mention that my parents died in a bridge collapse, an event that was presaged, some say, by the appearance of a giant moth. I was never sure what to make of this story, but I find myself obsessed with it nonetheless. Many minutes tick by, allowing me to further ponder and stew. Luna calms for a few moments, then lunges again at the trapped winged thing. In the vehicle in front of us, the head of a passenger in the green CRV emerges through the sunroof like a periscope. He puts his hand to his forehead, forging a makeshift visor as if protecting his gaze from the sun's glare, even though the sky is gray and emitting slush. He looks around in all directions, and as he rotates his head to face me, I can see that my assumptions about his collegiateness need some refinement. He is a heavy-set, bearded man who appears to be in his mid-30s, skewing a little old for a student, a little young for a parent, although, admittedly, neither possibility can be ruled out conclusively. It is also the case that he might be an instructor, or employed in some other aspect of university endeavor, or that, as evidenced by the fact that he is a pastor.